The Mercy of Gods is the first novel in a new series by the two guys who wrote The Expanse. And The Expanse is one of the most entertaining, readable modern fiction series I've ever seen. I could even get people who barely read science fiction to really get into this. And it was hugely enjoyable. So I was looking forward to this one a lot. I have to say, this book kind of sucks, though, honestly. The essential structure of it is a research group doing research while under captivity in like an enormous fantasy, high science fiction planet. And so I don't think this lends necessarily that well to a novel because the way that they're describing what's happening is, oh, this is a kind of like a turtle with three legs, or this is kind of like a bone horse, or this alien is like a bunch of flitting little orbs. So there's not enough description there to really draw up an interesting world. And there are some moments they're a little bit kind of like cringe millennially. On page 309, someone says, "Stop sciencing all over my story." Uh, no. So the Expanse really didn't get really good until I think the world opened up to the true structure of the series by book two or three. And the strength of it was once you got into the proto molecule, there started to be this incredible skill in writing a non-human character from first person, or there's someone like Duerte who was such an interesting villain. And so maybe these things will happen later, but right now the premise of this book is not very interesting. You can see ways that it'll get better over time, and there are some chapters or some segments that are from the point of view of the swarm, which is they're setting up for like extraordinary scale and scope later on. But ultimately, I don't think this book is terribly interesting. And I do have faith that these guys do good stuff and that the overall structure of it will be great. I don't personally remember how much I really enjoyed the first book of The Expanse. But the thing with The Expanse is that it was still grounded and centered within like a recognizable space crew format, which made it primarily human. But like the high concept descriptions of what's happening in this, it just kind of loses me, honestly.